Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
There's the whistle. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Bruno Fernandes has impressed me a lot. I mean, a few years ago he was the highest scoring midfielder in Europe with 33 goals in all comps, and we aren't even talking about his assists. His record of direct goal involvement is quite phenomenal.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Grimes. Ball's gone out of play. He has found the way through. He's a sharp little ball here. Now the cross, he rises! It's in! There is the breakthrough! No space, no problem, you just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Coventry breakthrough nice and early, just as they wanted it. Sesko! Just swings wide.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Now he's off and running. Now it's Matthias Cunha. Maguire. Now Diallo, looking for a runner.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Ahmad. Casemiro. There's the shot! In he goes again! Good save, keeper read that well.
Well, you can't fault him for his confidence, nor his willingness to have a go at that.
Shifted it to the flank. Could try cutting inside here. Oh, nice touch. And the shot! He scores! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
After 21
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Manchester United really will fancy their chances now. They need to make the most of the momentum, but they have to be careful not to overstretch themselves.
He's through and all alone! And the shot! Goal! Manchester United! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Manchester United go into the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Threads one in. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off and it wasn't the best decision.
Not the most convincing of passes. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Manchester United have scored 2 quick goals here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Engages and forces him off the ball. And he skips past his man. Grimes gets a good foot in there. De Ligt. He's having a go! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, I can tell you that the aluminium is still shaking after that, and we're talking fractions. That was a great try.
Tries to play it through. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Ahmad. Under an awful lot of pressure. Nice sequence of passes, this. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. He's in plenty of space here. Decent progress down the left. And he's got his cross in. And he's there to clear it.
This is the time you need that pace.
Bruno Fernandes.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Has been indicated.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, super find. And that's a simple one for the keeper. There's the whistle for half-time. Manchester United come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think we're seeing a very good example of what to do when you're a man light. Some of the covering play has been hugely impressive, and that owes a lot to focus and discipline, which have been top-notch, of course, since the sending off.
Manchester United head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. And we are back on the way. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Shot, great chance! No mistake! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Manchester United take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
And he's picked it up out wide. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. It's a promising position. Ahmad, chance here to counter. Sesko. Now it's Matthias Cunha. Oh, played right into his path. And now the breakaway. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Matthias Cunha. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And he cuts out the supply. Over to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Great vision.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And we have our very first corner. Ahmad! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
The attendance for this match was 29,500.
Just about up to the hour now. Foot in. Sesko being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, they've set out to man-mark him now, but this is an embarrassing example of too little too late.
He's gone for goal!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
That is ended up in no man's land. Neatly clipped into space. Pass somewhat off target. And the pass is intercepted. Played into space out wide. Coventry can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Number 23. Coming on the field is number 5. Substitutions taking place.
That has been slung wide. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Manchester United perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Grimes, over to the left. This looks shapes to shoot! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Ugarte takes control of it and he's on the move. And he thumps it clear. And claimed it back swiftly. He's gone for goal! And that would have been game, set and match.
You can tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Corner number 2 then. Rutoni gets good distance on it. So there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Now, can they get him away? And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Success! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Manchester United have, after this, one further op. And he shoots! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. Grimes, Rutoni. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Sesko. No foul, says the referee. Rutoni. The final 5 minutes. Well, that pass isn't the best. Knocks it into space. Deftly away.
Added minutes has
Enjoy
been
this
indicated.
time. And that is going out for a goal kick. 4 added minutes on the board. Not the best distribution from the keeper. And he's picked it up out wide. Sesko. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
That's the keeper's ball. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very